Juga, hasil yang pahit untuk Belal Muhammad dipimpin wasit Jason Herzog. Kedua jagoan beradu kuat selama 5 ronde penuh. Hingga akhirnya suara terikan Bruce Buffer menyebut kata juara baru lantang bergema, diikuti bos UFC yang menyematkan sabuk juara pada pinggang. Dengan berpindahnya tahta juara kelas welter, membuat Islam Makhachev turut memantau pertarungan perebutan gelar kelas welter ini.
The winner of this fight is going to determine whether he fights Islam Makhachev or Charles Oliveira on International Fight Week. Can you confirm that that's the stakes attached to this main event too?
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts right now, and yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Makhachev bertekad menjerah kelas welter andai sahabatnya Belal menemui hasil minor. Selepas kekalahan Belal, Makhachev segera mengomentari hasil pertarungan tersebut. Dengan kerendahan hati, Makhachev menegaskan bahwa dia akan segera merebut sabuk juara kelas welter. Saatnya jadi juara di 2 kelas sekaligus, insya Allah. Mari kita lakukan.
It does seem like Islam's on Twitter already saying it's time to be double champion and all the rest of it. So it seems like you are the fight he wants. Do you think that's the one that makes the most sense?
I think that a lot of good welterweights. Obviously, I think Islam's what he's done is probably given him. I think he deserves a shot if he wants to step up. But I guess that's not my call. It's up to the UFC.
Yeah, and I mean, thinking about an Islam fight, I mean, how much do you think you showed that maybe him and his team will kind of be worried about, and like how you were able to stop certain things with Belal in there? Do you think this is a great foundation for a fight like that?
Yeah, Islam's a good. I think it's a good practice match for Islam.
Sebelumnya, Makhachev sudah menegaskan soal rencananya menjelang UFC 315. Melalui media sosial, dia menyebut akan mengambil langkah lewat hasil pertarungan Belal versus Della Magdalena. Duel utama untuk hajatan besok, Sabtu akan menentukan langkah saya berikutnya. Satu yang perlu saya tegaskan bahwa saya tak akan melepaskan gelar juara saya di kelas ringan, apapun hasilnya nanti. Itu karena saya bisa saja mendapatkan penantang gelar yang menarik di sana. Jadi, juara di 2 kelas berbeda adalah satu-satunya jalan Makhachev untuk melewati pencapaian saudara seperguruannya Khabib Nurmagomedov. Alhasil, sang raja baru kelas welter tidak gentar dengan cuitan tersebut.
What would it kind of say about you if you can go in a 2-fight span from not being the champion to beating Belal, who I think is, you know, up there pound for pound, to beating the number 1 pound for pound fighter in the world?
It's a pretty good, good run, you know. But it's just the beginning. I think beating Islam would be just. Yeah, this is just the beginning.
And Islam's already tweeted at you a few times, and like the most recent one, he says, "You're not Volk. I'll show you there at different levels. Keep my belt clean." Do you have any response to Islam?
No, come get it. Come get it.
Javier Mendez juga ikut memberikan komentar dan mengulti penyebab kekalahan Belal. Sebagai pelatih kondang yang juga salah satu sosok di balik kehebatan Khabib, Mendez memberikan berteorinya untuk kekalahan Belal.
A lot of people thought Belal was going to get it done, but JDM just put on the performance of a lifetime.
Yeah, I was hoping Belal would get it done also, and unfortunately he just couldn't get started, you know, right from the get-go. Jack played his game and Belal didn't play his game or didn't want to play his game. Hard to say. I didn't see too many takedown attempts from Belal. There was a lot of them available. He just didn't go for them. Maybe because he found some success on the stand-up. I don't know. I mean, only his camp and him will know. But he didn't go for him like he needed to, I thought. But at the same time too, maybe Jack didn't allow him. Those opportunities, but Jack did a great job. I mean, and he mixes up his punches and his kicks really well, keeps his distance really well, stayed in the middle the majority of the time. He's all around just a really, really good fighter.
It was wild to see because I guess a lot of us, when we previewed the fight, we looked at his fight with Gilbert Burns. And Gilbert was able to get it on his hips over and over and take him down repeatedly. And in this fight, like you mentioned, Belal didn't go for a takedown for a really long time. And then when he did go for those takedowns, he was able to stop those takedowns, reverse the positions. He looked really, really good. Do you believe that if Belal would have implemented his takedown game a little bit earlier, it might have helped stop Jack sort of get comfortable with his striking and disrupt his rhythm a little bit more?
100%. You know, as being a coach and, you know, knowing what I do know is that you don't let a person get in his rhythm. It's really hard to get him out of that rhythm once you let him in it. And I think he let Jack get in his rhythm way too far, you know, and it was just too late. You know, if he tried to come back even later to implement his plan, you know, Jack had so much confidence going into it and so much success. And the problem I feel from watching it is Belal was being successful with the stand-up himself. So it wasn't like he wasn't landing any shots, and he was landing good shots himself, but he was just a little bit behind, you know, on the standing.
Belal kalah karena coba membuktikan dirinya punya jurus striking atau pukulan dan tendangan yang bagus. Bukan tidak salah Belal untuk mencoba, namun teori Mendez untuk Belal bukan hanya tong kosong belaka. Sepanjang pertarungan kemarin, Belal memang cukup jarang membawa duel ke bawah. Akibatnya, Della Maddalena nampak sangat nyaman beradu pukulan dan tendangan dengannya. Di sisi lain, Belal juga kesulitan menemukan celah untuk membanting lawannya. Hingga Mendez menyebut kesalahan Belal pada bentrokan kemarin cukup lumrah. Kesalahan yang sama juga pernah dilakukan Khabib meski tak sampai berakhir dengan hasil minor.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, man. It was an interesting one. Now, Belal spoke to me a week or so ago, and he told me he wanted to stand with Jack Della and he didn't want to wrestle him. And I think he said exactly the right thing. Belal was having enough, like if you look at Jack's face, Belal was having good success in landing his shots, but the problem was he was not playing the game that he usually plays. Like he was going into the game plan of Jack Della. And at the end of the day, Jack had the more significant shots, right? And those were the positions that he wanted to be in with Belal.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. You know, you get comfortable thinking, I'm going to prove to people I can stand. Because none of us thought that Belal would be able to beat him just stand up. So he thought that he could do. And that's what I'm thinking, you know. So I could be wrong, but you know, that's what it appeared like to me, that he wanted to stand. He didn't want to implement what got him the title, and that's the mistake people do. And that's one of the things that I don't know if you guys always remember, but I'm always used to be on Khabib all the time, because Khabib, everybody always criticized him for not being good at keep him on track, but he'd always go off track trying to prove people that he could stand, and he could stand. As the fights went on later, he was able to stand really well. I mean, extremely well, but I still didn't like that because I wanted him to go back to made him the best, you know, and that's the mistake a lot of fighters make. They want to try to prove their point that they can do other things that people think they can't do, so they go on and attempt them, and they're having success, and this is the case here. I think, personally, I could be wrong, but I think Belal wanted to show everybody that he could stand, and he said the words. And sometimes, believe it or not, when you say that, you go out and try to prove what you say, you know, and is this the case? I don't know. Belal knows. I don't. I just know that he didn't do enough takedowns.
Belal Muhammad gagal mempertahankan gelar. Kemenangan keputusan angka mutlak oleh Della Maddalena membuka kemungkinan untuk laga perebutan gelar dengan pertarungan nomor 1 lintas divisi. Adalah Makhachev yang juga juara kelas ringan berharap bisa menggandakan koleksi sabuk juaranya di UFC. Hanya saja hubungan baik dengan Belal Muhammad membuat Khabib Nurmagomedov tidak memberi restu apabila juaranya tidak berubah. Dan sekarang alur ceritanya sudah berbeda. So guys, gimana dengan pendapat kalian semuanya? Tinggalkan komentar di bawah, like video ini, and see you next time.